Hello, everybody, and welcome to Red Grim Gaming. My name is Leon, and this, my lovely wife Lilith.
I am.
Now, if only she could say her own name. Watch her spell it. So we don't actually know what we're gonna play because we didn't like sit down and come up with an actual decision. We are kind of open to the chat suggesting whatever we're gonna actually do with our time today. We're not like super picky, and there are things I'd like to get into because we have. I do have an interest in Lily playing Bloodborne. Example would be a fun one. There are games we don't have downloaded that I would like to start, but obviously we don't have time to download them. The stream's already up. We'll have to continue The Walking Dead at some point because Sir Fred would love to see that. And other than that, I just don't know. How you doing today, Lily?
Tired.
Very concise. Why are you tired? How was your day? Like, tell them about your day for a moment or two.
You didn't say that.
We're broadcasters. Our whole job is to try to entertain people.
Is it?
Kinda. Like the whole point, sort of. Kinda want to tag Liverpool every time I come to the... I put a thing on Twitter, just cause. I go to type live stream or stream something, and it'll come up... Like, it'll suggest me a bunch of stuff for the hashtags. And every once in a while, I just want to pick the randomest one that has, like, the most tweets under it. Just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
And today's was Liverpool. Why does my thing say I'm disconnected from chat?
I don't know. Mine seems to be fine.
I just need to restart it then, I guess. Every time. Because we're being exciting, so the dogs get excited, which is fine. But, like, I can wrestle them to death and they'll still do it.
They wrestled for like an hour yesterday.
That they did. My day was just uneventful. I didn't do much. I cleaned the house. Not it. I wish I'd have got more laundry done.
I went to work.
And how was work?
Long. We're just kind of all ready for the winter to be over.
Yeah, I kind of feel like everybody's,
I
think everybody's kind of in that mood. Hey, Fred, how you doing? We don't know what to play today. We didn't really get, like... We didn't get, like, a full idea together on what to actually do for the stream. So, we just kind of... Figured we'd just go live and see what chat wants us to do.
We started with no plan whatsoever.
I mean, we kind of have a plan. We have, like... Kind of tough, because, like, I have an idea of what we could play. They're kind of in the same vein of style of games, but... So we started that Star Wars game. There's that. There's Bloodborne. We could just have a Minecraft day. We could... Fred says you should have downloaded Who's Your Daddy. I'm not buying a new game right now. We'll get there. We'll get there. That one does look fun. But I'm not dropping any money on that. We have other stuff to put our money towards right now. Um. Oh. No, I was just setting the thing. They don't need to know what I'm doing. I just can't think myself. Friends. Making friends. That's all I was doing. Um, but we had a plan to maybe play Bloodborne, because I think you'd really enjoy Bloodborne. Just very gothy. You basically get to be... it's basically Dark Souls, but you're Blade, and you fight, like, all the monsters. Not just vampires. It does play much like Dark Souls, so it's all about fighting...
Anita.
Sure, but it's more about fighting big, monstrous horde creatures that spawn from the very depths of horror. But it's very gothic, and it's all trench coats and fancy and cool hats. And the number one thing that attracted most people who wanted to play an RPG, trick weapons.
Kroven's here!
Kroven, welcome to the stream! We're debating on what to actually play for stream today, because we didn't actually decide. That said, Bloodborne is, like Dark Souls, difficult. And has a bit of a learning curve. So that's on the table. That Star Wars game we started to play is on the table. Bucking off and playing Minecraft is on the table. Like, we've got stuff. But you gotta, like, if anybody has any input, that's fine. Otherwise, we could just talk about what's going on in the world and recent events, and yeah.
I mean, that's
those aren't really
depressing and awful.
I was gonna say that's not a lot that's fun to talk about, to be fair. But I'd love to take you through your first Bloodborne. That one always. It's a really cool game. My only downside to it being that it's not as accurately balanced as Dark Souls was. Because Dark Souls was a bit slow. Like, Bloodborne's much faster. The enemies are faster. Everything moves faster. You don't even get a shield. You get a gun. You can
Winston,
shoot stuff.
are you stuck now? Stop doing that.
Come here. Hey. Hey. That's enough. Pull it off.
Died.
Winston keeps trying to cheat when they wrestle and grab Atlas's collar.
There.
Which is slowly ruining Atlas's collar and not winning Winston any fights. So
It just gets his jaw stuck.
Yep. As he gets, like, his lower teeth, like, up under it, and then he can't get out, and then Atlas just kind of flops him into the carpet. But either way, what do you guys think? What do you guys want to see us play? That out there. Anybody? Kroven, Fred, where'd you go? Where have you been? Why aren't they answering us?
They don't like us anymore.
I get that this is our stream and our problem, and we should be more professional, figure it out ourselves. But come on.
Fred says, "I don't know."
When? No. 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 Stop that. Groven says, I'm playing Elden Ring, and then Bloodborne. Groven's votes on Bloodborne. There's a bit of character creation to go through with Bloodborne, too. Might have a little fun with. In that, you might make something really cool, or make something so obliviously inhuman it's hilarious. But then that has to then be the victor of the victor and savior of the entire world. Although, I mean, no spoilers, but yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like I'll have to pay attention.
There isn't as much paying attention as there is don't die. You will die. But,
That involves paying attention.
nah. It's not like you have to, like, it's not like there'll be a test. It's just die or don't die. Red says fine, Bloodborne. Okay, so we have 2 votes for Bloodborne. I think you're the only 2 here, really. So I guess we'll kick it off with some Bloodborne. Croven, do me a favor. If you could change our stream stuff. I guess you can call the title Lily's First Time or something. Lily's first time was a bloody experience. Well, I don't know. Be creative. Be as disturbed and disgusting as you like about it. I will have to make a couple of changes then.
Atlas is helping.
Is he?
And by that, I mean sniffing.
That's
Ah, buddy.
welcome to Addict.
Atlas has his bears.
Big head. I need to plug in the capture card to the PS4 instead of the X. Hopefully, won't deactivate the capture card. So here goes. Again. Poor thing. Been neglected. Alright, so. Lily, do you have any familiarization with Bloodborne whatsoever?
Oh.
Okay.
What you said is what I know.
That's a thing I didn't think about, and a thing PlayStation hopefully fixed. The controller's dead. It's the only one we got, and they gave it stupid plugs. You know, the ones that no other device fucking uses. Except for maybe a camera or 2.
Can you put...
No. No, as a matter of fact, you can't, because PlayStation was so determined to win, they made every poor decision they could. Now, you could plug it in and charge it at the same time. Or, like, you could play and charge, but it can only do that if it's plugged into the PlayStation. And the cord I have for it is only 2 feet long.
We're so prepared for this.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, when we were talking about maybe doing Bloodborne, I actually plugged it in and set it up to charge on top of the table and haven't touched it. So it just kind of slowly drained out over like a week or something. The only thing I can say is, where is the plug to your tablet? Because it's possible if that's the same plug, and
My
if that's...
tablet plug.
Bring it here, let's see if it fits. I think it's up there. I had a blue cable. Where did the blue cable go? There's like a fiber wrapped one that I thought I told you.
That's in
I also thought that was like a 4 or 5 foot cable. That's not any longer, is it? Alright, well, Bloodborne is gonna be a bit of a process. I guess we can get to the... We can
Why
try...
does it have to be plugged into the PlayStation? Like, plug it in the wall and...
Supposedly that should just work, but apparently not. I did try it once. We could try it with a different plug set.
I mean, is it a micro USB?
No, but this other end is a USB. So we could plug that into the fatty end there. plug it into our cords, where we always plug stuff in, and maybe that'll work. Like, it'll power on, which is good. But then when I tried to actually play the fucking game with it, it like didn't work. But we're gonna give it a try. That was gross, Winston.
He ate like a wad of fuzz off of.
So I'm gonna hit this game screen. Hey, the capture card's working. So obviously click me, Leon there. It's working. Can't fault it. Alright. Let me switch over screens. I like that. Groven, you didn't change the thing from just chatting to Bloodborne. Tonight, Lilith joins.
Valkyrie says, "Hey, I'm a lurk while I'm live. Hope you have a great stream, guys."
We're doing it back, Valkyrie. Love you. Good luck. Update later. We can't play online anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I feel like every time we play a game, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but
I'm hoping you just enjoy this one.
I'm pretty picky.
I know.
Like, about actually truly enjoying a game. Like, there's lots of games that I'll play, and I don't hate them, but
Fred says it's changed on mine. So when you look at the title, it doesn't say just chatting. Because mine, the title is changed, but then it still says we're just chatting and not playing. I guess I could actually look at it on my fucking stream manager, couldn't I? And not be a dope. Yeah, it says Bloodborne on my stream manager. I ain't worried about it. Thank you, Croven. Appreciate you. Sorry I even questioned. So, welcome to FromSoft's previously most popular title, I would argue. More people got into Bloodborne than they did into Dark Souls, because Dark Souls required you to pick your own play style. Oh, I'll shut up.
Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin?
It's our face.
Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Robin says,
Right. No, it's just not showing up on my thing for some reason.
ew.
Yeah, well, I mean, this game's not, this isn't new, I'll say that. So you have to name yourself. I think if you click in the left stick, it'll capitalize. Something does. One of the...
Oh god.
Yeah, I wouldn't... Watch you don't touch this.
I didn't. I clicked the...
Why? Oh, it's, yeah, there it is. Obviously male, Lilith. Prime name for a strong boy of the family.
Everything's very dramatic. It's like, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
It's actually kind of nice, though. I also love the origins, are my
Much.
favorites. Has no bearing on ability. Wanna be an old lady?
Old-ish. Apparently.
It does nothing, though. And now, this is where you're actually choosing something that matters. So those are your starting stats. I wouldn't worry too much about them until you actually decide what weapons and stuff you want. I personally went with the Waste of Skin. And you'll notice they even have different levels. They start with optimized stats. Most builds are skill builds, like that's where the game kind of leans you. But whatever of the things you want to do is something you can do. So obviously strength.
Sentence.
Well, strength is obviously you want to just whomp things with big, heavy weapons. Skill is you want to dart around and stab and cut things up. Death by 1,000 cuts. Blood tinge is if you want to make it so that the guns are more effective and special weapons do more things. And then arcane is actually magic, and I would not pick anything that has high arcane, because you don't need high arcane. Unless you're just, I don't know, trying to piss off people who say that like I did. I'll also say your background, like where you came from, has no bearing. I can start. I know which one's true of you. Most of them.
What?
Well, milk toast. Average. You just lived a normal life. You're not a lone survivor. Troubled childhood. You're explainable somehow. Violent past. Let's face it.
Violent.
Professional. I don't think I could describe you any better. You're not a military veteran. A noble scion, perhaps. Alright, I'll just kind of sort of ruin your waste of skin background is the only one that's just balanced. And now for the part that's going to take the whole rest of the stream. Yeah. Press square if you want to know.
Yes, I read that on the...
I'm just trying to be...
Why is that the sample they give you?
Never talk. The only time you ever hear your character is when you get hit. That's your death sound. Lily, play the game. We don't have time for your... We don't have time for your sexual deviances. Alright. The basics of your body shape. I think actually, I didn't remember if you had to click them or not.
But they're very similar. Slamming very similar.
Oh, wait till you get to the lower couple.
Burly. Very burly.
They do a better job of it in Dark Souls.
Small head. Large head.
In Dark Souls, you can be like a rotund, roly-poly man. You can be Chonk. Dark Souls. And in, well, not really in Elden Ring. Do you actually have an easy...
Why do I have a unibrow?
Do you?
Get it.
You have a weird midline wrinkle. I don't think your unibrow... I don't think your brow actually... You just have weird... scars? I don't know what's going on there. It's an older game. We can't really do much about it. Fred says we can't see. Our faces are covering your face. Don't worry too much, Fred. You'll get that way. You'll get the reveal when she's done.
Oh God, I could be luminescent.
I think if you go,
Whoa!
I don't know how white you can go, but
Whoa, that's pretty white. I'm almost blue, so white.
I think you can pick straight shine white ash skin. That might have even been it. I wouldn't fret too much about it. That skin tone is the same as everyone in Ohio right now. I mean, I've got more reddishness. Yeah, this is messing with the finer details of it. There are presets. And then the very next option, similar face. Like if you get close to what you want to look like, and you just need like some kind of tweaks, if you click similar face, it'll just randomly spawn like 20. Oh, long range brick. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry. I've been trying to talk Lily through her building phase of Bloodborne. Fred says, Leon, did you take that box of chips? I did not. Fred says, we can't see it. Don't worry, we'll do a reveal. It'll be fun. Fred says, that skin tone is the same as everyone in Ohio right now. Oh, that's how long ago I missed. Rick, I'm sorry, man. Doing well, just in a constant state of sleepy. All good character building is very important. I think your bumpers are the easiest way to see what it's actually affecting. Because it moves it by 10 increments. And that's what I always do. I cannot sit there and dial it one at a time. Not really. I'm surprised you still have, like, those wrinkles. If you're going younger, Yeah, you can get very detailed. You can give yourself the...
We're kind of like bird-esque. No chin.
Texas! Actually, if you want to fix that, I think you gotta go with jaw. Those are your only concerns. Ew, says Fred. Yeah, ew indeed. Fred says, I'm glad you didn't take them. My pool paperwork was in it. Oh, yeah. I just forgot to grab them, so...
I don't see, like, any difference.
That's what I'm saying. Use the bumpers. You'll move it so fast, it'll, like... It's moving the... Angling the nose, like, up.
No, it's making my nose, like, long.
That's a full 10 out of 10 on the Adrian Brody scale. Fred says your nose is huge, too. We're working on it!
Oh my!
Yes, you can sit here and play to make some very unfortunate looking people. I'm pretty sure when Call Me Kevin played this game, he turned his skin blue and gave him like this weird pumpkin head, and then all of his features were kind of like sucked into his face like he ate something so sour it was permanent.
Oh god! Oh god!
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Look like you belong in a scary stories to tell in the dark illustration.
Like that. Whoa!
How do you what?
Nothing.
Yeah, you just... It's annoying, but... Oh, I think that's...
Like the same.
I think that might be the one you were looking for. What were you trying to do?
They all kind of seem like
well, if you look
a similar...
Yeah, one of them pinched your nose shut.
No, I looked like that before.
Oh, okay. I can spend way too much time doing... That's what pushed it out. This is gonna be where you can widthen it.
Oh my!
Fahudores fa. Every who down in Whoville was horribly mangled. Fred says, haha, that's the one. Because it made your nostrils big. Maybe this is where you needed to be the whole time. Still going with that bird beak, huh? Once you fix the jaw and stuff. Why your character looks so...
I picked, I didn't pick young.
Right, but you could mess with the age slider. I'm not sure what that's messing with.
There.
Cheeks is where things get fucky. So, if you don't think they look bad, I just...
That's not...
I think you gotta see that.
Cheek thickness.
Yeah. You gotta choose if you're thick with 2 C's or with 4 C's. Thick k-k-k-k. Remember my Bloodborne building? Just make sure whatever option you're messing with looks good from both angles.
Oh.
Because you'll get like the front to look right, and then turn it to the sideways, and you're like puckered out, like you have Pringles in your mouth.
That's fine. Oh no!
Yeah, you don't want to do. Look at you, my pretty. Do 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 do. Da, da, da. Now, oddly enough, chin isn't what's going to change the like bird beaking. Getting big.
Oh.
Here comes the Crimson Chin. Oh, okay. That one's usually in jaw. The one that... What? Why do you now have, like the Adam's apple? Why does it look like you have a bone in there?
Like, it didn't just pull my, like, chin outward, it sucked my neck in. Like, front.
So, Brick, what have you been up to, my man? What have you been streaming? I want to just narrow your chin a bit. Kind of like... Got like this whole softball going. That helped a lot. That's the one I was thinking. Okay, not bad, not bad. Forward.
Come on. Belton. Oh boy.
Yep. Some things just do, like, a lot. Okay, you're getting through this faster than I thought you would, though. I thought that alone, doing just the face bit. Oh, fuck, that was just facial balance. No, no.
That was...
Yeah, you were in jaw.
Yeah.
You're at the bottom. Know what you did and didn't miss. All of your color. Go full goth. Oh. Oh, eyeshadow's at the bottom. Okay. You're talking about... This is all, like, bruising. How beat does your face look? Streaming RL a bunch lately.
Oh my!
Why? Don't do that. There you go. Goth it up. Streaming RL. Real life? Robot lovers? I don't know what RL stands. Rumble Lumpkins? Cool. Wait, why is your face, like, really red now? You powder blued your lips at, like, auto-adjusted sliders in a different setting. Face is still, like, sunburned. Rocket League, okay, I'm sorry. There's only so many, there's only so many things we can put into, like, there's only so many things we can acronym to shorten it up. Nice, purple. Definitely some weird haircuts. Yeah, it may have been one of the others. Oh. Hilda. They always put... Hold on, go down 2. They always put this cut in here. And I always feel like it's just, like, too short. It's just barely... Not the right... Like, if it was just, like, an inch or 2 longer, it would be a good haircut.
Oh my!
Not that one, no. That's not gonna really... Brick says you'll have to watch and find out. Oh. Well, hey, fair enough. You got me there, Brick. Although I've been... Whoa. You mean to pick that one? I've been super busy, though. Several weeks. Jet Black. Now the brows. There's a unibrow. Still wear them. You will never... Yeah. You will barely be able to really see your face. Brick says, not shaming you, I promise. No, no, no. I don't believe you are.
Look at pupil.
Oh, yeah.
Your pupil's black?
It means your iris is deep.
Well, then why does it say that?
Because they're Japanese, and there's only so much they're gonna get right. Ooh, easy. Wanna make one like creepy? Mix-match eyes. I think that's changing both.
I don't know.
Turn yourself just a hair so that the hair's not normal. Yeah, I can't tell. Still can't tell. Okay, yeah. They're definitely different. Heterochromia going on.
These are not tattoos.
Well, some of them were... I remember there being tattoos. There were in 3. You could pick between tattoos, scars, or just facial features, like freckles. I obviously went with the round sunglasses at the bottom there. Not the little ones, the ones in the middle. You want glasses? If you save to favorites, it just puts your character in like the catalog, so if you start a new game, you don't. Those are both my guys. That's somehow a baby of Elrond and Agent Smith. Which is weird to think about, because those are the two faces that come to mind. Hey! Aw, our sound alert didn't play on our computer. I hope it played for you guys.
Thanks for the raid!
Thank you for raiding. Thank you for the follow, Tom Ozzy. Thank you so much. Come on in. But it's weird to think that those are the two names that come to mind when I look at that guy, because it's the same actor playing both of those roles. What's up? Love a bit of Bloodborne, says Tom Ozzy. Valkyrie's laughing. He comes in with the maniacal laughter. I do maniacal. Feeling good about it?
No!
Yeah, I told you, Tom. Whoa, well. Thank you very much for telling Tom that we'd be worth hanging out with or following. If only to see how not to stream. Welcome everybody. I'm now that Lily's done doing her create a character, I'm going to check on our sound alerts and stuff and make sure things are working. Tom Ozzy says currently playing Elden Ring. Actually, if you join us Tuesday, my brother Croven and I, in the mornings, the opposite time zone to now, so whatever it is for you there, we will be playing Elden Ring for stream.
All signed and sealed.
I am just making sure all of my sound stuff is correct, because we should have heard that sound alert. Both.
Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
Might think it a mere bad dream. I'm gonna play the raid again, real. I love that sound alert. Let's see. Valkyrie wants Elden Ring. Tom Ozzy says it's quite a bit of fun. Don't want to ruin anything for you. I'd appreciate it if you didn't. Croven and I aren't super far. I have beat the first major boss, and I'm on the second one. Now this shit. That's cool.
I will say, like, being a predominant Xbox player and having not played a PlayStation game in a very long time since PlayStation, this controller sucks. Like, I have small hands, and, like, it's far for me to, like, reach, like, joysticks.
Ross, welcome to the stream! Valkyrie says, also, on the Not How to Stream, I'm pretty sure that's my stream. Well, oh, you're making friends, Lily.
Aww.
Look at all your friends. Yeah. Thomas says, okay, I did the first major boss earlier. How long did it take you? I admit to have probably encountered him too soon, and I did not give up until he died.
We might...
Oh, yeah, the TV. Our TV. Sorry about that. Okay, so you're alive and you're in the world now. Congratulations. Turn around. Show everybody your face. You can't... Well, if you hit start, whatever, the right startish button. Yep, options. There's all of your gear, inventory, settings, what have you. Keep in mind it does not pause the game for you. But if you scroll down, you can take the hood off. You just hit the square button while you're... Face reveal! That's what Lily came up with. Isn't she lovely?
I also need to fix.
What? Oh, same menu. Go over to the gears. That's your settings. D-pad. Right and left. Just yeah. Go system controls. There you go. Because I'm an inverted person. Valkyrie says it's gorgeous. Russ says that's awesome. Tom Ozzy said it took 2 or 3 attempts, but been going exploring. That's what I wish I spent our entire first stream doing. No, Y-axis. Y is your up and down. Okay, so you're in Bloodborne now. You're in Eosophagus Clinic.
That's not no.
But then it didn't do it. Just go back. When you're in third person in a game like this, it can be confusing because your brain might be thinking up and down in relative terms to how you view the character's head, or up and down to how the character's eyeballs would be working. Seek pale blood. A lot of cool lines in this one. Fear the old.
Like, honestly, though, I'm saying, for real with this controller, though, like, that's, like, at the limit of how far I can reach my hand, is to reach the stick.
You'll get you. We only have one controller. Good luck. Tom, as he says, so many mini-boss fights, which is cool. Yeah, I'm actually enjoying a lot of those, too. I found a lot of ones that I did not think I was going to be able to take, and just been able to one-shot a few of them. I also fought Teddy Ruxpin Prime that way, and it was pretty awesome. Yeah, so you're in your opening. You're supposed to just kind of wander around. Search the place. A little more to what's going on here, but that's... For some reason, you won't wear your fucking suspenders. And won't tuck your shirt in. How about the golden dude at the start? I haven't actually just taken him on yet.
This is a pretty big table.
Yes, it is.
It is very tall.
It has to fit an entire person. Fair.
Like, you... Whoa, okay. Phasing in the walls. Who, like, uses that up... Like, look how tall it is.
It is pretty tall. It's so that they don't have to lean down far when they're, like, ministrating blood.
That's
which
like
is a phrasing
necklace.
here. Okay, get on with the game. I don't give a shit about the thing. It looks cool, and that's all that matters. So, Lily isn't a huge gamer. Lily plays a lot of different games, mostly shooters. This is not her first foray into a FromSoft game. This is the... Yep. You're going to karate chop some shit until you actually have a weapon. Valkyrie says, I'm going to be watching. I'm working. Okay, no worries.
I also keep wanting to press X.
Which is, yeah, that's...
There.
I have the weirdness that my brain has determined, like, the pattern and...
R3?
That is clicking down the right stick.
Okay.
Yeah. Clicking down your look stick will target enemies. It's all good, you got this, says Russ. You got this.
I assure you that I don't.
You will. Now, we were playing Dark Souls, or no, we were playing Hollow Knight, Death for Death at once. And that was your first full foray into a difficult game. And you were doing good. You killed a couple bosses. A little bit. We didn't get far, though. We didn't really get in. Well, I would keep your eyes on him. Oh boy. B button to dodge. Or, yeah, I'll just call it the B button.
Sure.
I love that you're doing as well as you're doing. Ah. Darker says, neither do I, but I'm here. I am gluing if burned, brushed, darn to cat ears. What? Brushed, darn to cat ears. That's not clicking in English for me. I'm lost. So surprise, you were supposed to die. You didn't have to die, you could kill it.
Atlas, you're super restless. Like, pick a spot, bud. Ryan. There you go.
I think my brain shut down. I'm gluing brushed yarn to cat ears. Gotcha. Okay, so welcome to the Hunter's Dream. I don't know how many of you guys have played this, and Russ says, you can do it, Lily. Let Atlas fight him. Atlas would probably fight that. Okay, so now you're gonna have to pick your first trick weapon. You only get 3 choices. And now, here's where you're actually going to have to decide what kind of player you want to be. You saw Cleaver is your good all-rounder. It's, basic kind of stuff. There's a lot of stats to kind of keep track of, but they're not as much to worry about. The most thing you want to look at is the bottom right, where it says attribute bonuses. The first, where it gives you a D, obviously that's strength. The second one is skill. And that's how these weapons scale. So as you increase your strength, that's how much more damage they'll do, based on those stats. Seems like a lot at first, but it's not much. My personal choice was the Threaded Cane, because all 3 of these weapons have a trick to them. They transform in one way or another. And the cane becomes a big fucking whip. And it's awesome. But Saw Cleaver's your best all-rounder. Some people will tell you the Hunter's Axe is a trap, because Bloodborne is a very fast-paced game, and the axe is very much not a fast weapon. That said, it's perfectly reasonable to use the axe. You just have to build your guy to really tank some. All about the cleaver, says Tom Ozzy. I was all about the whip. I went with Waste of Skin and whip, and my playthrough of Bloodborne on Twitch, I got nothing but torn apart for those choices. Ugh, put the cane away, use something cool. And then I totally trounced Ludwig on the first try, and they all shut up. So, talk to the other set of ghosty boys. There's 3 of them here.
Yeah.
You gotta be pressing A, dear. You're pressing square. Alright. Pistol's got more range, but the blunderbuss is hard to miss with. Russ says the cleaver is awesome. Kroven says I'm not having a problem with an axe. No, and you shouldn't, because you were playing Dark Souls in a very, like, endurance build manner, so that's probably around what you're used to. And here's a notebook. Yay! Aww, closed. But if you
I see that it's closed. Do you mean that it's locked?
Lily, you're gonna be very, very fed up of hearing, of seeing that. The worst one that you'll see most in this game is it appears to be locked from the other side.
That's a thing. But closed, not.
Okay, so right now you want to equip your weapons. Fred's asking how you like it. I like in the game, so.
Well, if I could reach the sticks on the controller, it would be better.
Get used to it. We don't own another one. Hit your options. Right underneath, like, the first 2 empty boxes there are your arms. The two to the left are obviously like it won't let you equip things to the wrong hands. So, but you can equip 2 weapons and swap between them later if you choose. That's another right-handed weapon. Get over one more. Get your other gun. Cleaver and Blunderbuss is a great, I don't want to miss selection of choices.
That is exactly what we need to be.
I will say, like, at any point if you want me to take over, I can. Now, I think the button is triangle, or Y, your Y button. Okay.
That made me mess with my butt.
You don't have equipped what you're looking for. Okay, you don't have...
Scratch my butt here.
I'm forgetting what button you use. Red says don't give her the option to give it to you. Oh, everybody wants to see you do this. So what you need to do is just retrieve some blood. So, you can't leave this place in normal means. You have to go up to the glowing coffin. Not those, you don't have the thing you need. Nope.
Are you gonna tell me, like, every single thing about the game?
Well, I'm trying to tell you to just
like,
turn left a little.
Can I, like, click on some stuff and look around?
I mean, you can. You like a closed down. This is the safe space.
Okay.
We're all feeling are valid and are to be listened. Long Range Brick says, night guys, headed to bed. Good night, Long Range Brick. I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always good to see you. Fred says, it's your game, Lily. You do what you want. Yeah, one of these notes will tell you what the button I was hoping.
I mean, I'm not gonna remember.
I have no clue how that's actually supposed to canonically work, also. That last one you read, you can replenish your bullets, but take a little bit of your health. Like, did I rip bullets out of my femur? What the fuck did I do? How did I get bullets? That's kind of what it looks like, because you go like, and then you like jab your leg, and then you just have more bullets for some reason.
So, like, this form of tutorial is 0% helpful.
Cool. Dark Souls' tutorials, all of FromSoft's tutorials are 0%.
Like, if it were actually in the moment, like when it comes up, I might actually... I'm not gonna remember.
Okay, so here's my recommendation. Come out in the middle here and just play with some buttons and figure out what they do. So your right bumper should be your weak attack, just a swing. Triggers your heavy attack. Hey! Blood Aura is raiding with a party of 5. Thank you so much! Welcome to the stream! Come on in, one and all!
Come on in and watch me fail at this!
Lily is trying Bloodborne. I love that dancing emote. That's awesome. The Siren Lights are awesome, too. Makes me think of the Naked Gun. Come on in, one and all! Let me introduce ourselves. We'll go to our big cam. That's our second raid here. And we'll introduce ourselves. So welcome to the Big Cam. This is our set. My name is Leon, and I am your predominant host. You'll see me every time we're live, and this is my wife, Lilith. And she joins me twice a week to just kind of putz around playing all kinds of things. Also, you can see our dog's butt. He's kind of hanging out in the back here. And we're variety streamers. We stream Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tuesday and Saturday are opposite time frame to this one. And currently, my brother Krovan and I are playing Elden Ring for the opposite streams that you can get to. Mifu Bun says, this is awesome! Blood Aura! Thank you so much for the raid! Really, really cool of you guys.
Russ says, you won't fail, you got this, Lily.
He does.
Unfounded.
And Stormrunner, thank you so much for joining us. Stormrunner117. Dude, that's my birthday. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. And we're going to head on over back to our game screen with a little fade effect.
So I am playing Bloodborne for the first time. I am just like a casual. So this is gonna go super.
I wouldn't call you I don't know if I'd call you a casual. I have seen how obnoxiously long you will spend on
Yeah,
casual in that you don't play like stressful games. Like as far as I define you as casual. A casual gamer is somebody who's like, I'm gonna pick this up for like an hour and
I don't know, and like
play once a week. It's not telling me who did that. Blood Aura, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I don't know why it's not coming up in chat. Thank you for following Ninfu Buns. I was reading that wrong.
Also I've been
Controller
PlayStation
the whole time.
Controller because I usually play on Xbox, and this is not made for my tiny hands.
We do have... The only thing we don't have is a Nintendo Switch, right? To actually play stuff. One of the friggin' buttons, and I'm having trouble remembering... Ninfubun says you're welcome. And the only other person to concern yourself with in the stream is Fred, because Fred is my mother, and the mother of the whole internet. If you're here, she's your mom too. And if you like, you can follow us on these socials. Daryl? What? Oh, that's my bad. I did a shout out. My bad. Because it all starts with the same exclamation point SO. It's supposed to just be that. There we go. There's our socials. And you can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. We don't use the Facebook as much, I'll admit. But, and you can join our Discord, The Progeny of Fred, where mostly all we do is share memes and bad haircuts and that kind of.
I see that the gate is closed. Open it!
No! Alright, do you want to know how you actually get back into the game? Okay, so that tombstone to your right there. You'll see there's little guys pawing out of it. Any tombstone with the guys pawing out of it is somewhere you can teleport from. Okay, so there you go. You can awaken at the first floor sick room. Fred says, and puppies. We do have puppies. One's really sleepy just in this corner where you can't see him.
Boring.
He is. Thankfully, my mic settings are just enough that you guys can't pick up like our AC when when our heater kicks on. So you won't hear him snoring either because goddamn could he wake. Welcome back! But now you have weapons. And look who's here. Why, it's Mr. Wolfie Boy. Who done fucked up now? Yeah, there you go. His corpse. A button.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm trying here. Aura's gonna lurk and grab some food. Good luck, new hunter. LOL. Thank you so much for the lurk. If you don't mind us asking, because we are foodies here, what are you gonna go grab for food? I'm always interested here. A hunter must hunt. If you stick around, my bot Cheryl will actually say that. If you chat enough. Lily conquers Bloodborne. Awesome, says Russ. Good, good, good. Blood vials are always good. And now, since you're not reading the tutorial messages, I don't blame you.
I'm not gonna remember them anyway, so it's
Yeah.
just wasting time.
I will warn you that your gun's usefulness is not to actually successfully shoot and kill things. Your gun is used as a parrying mechanic.
Oh, well, I'm never gonna...
Mabe, some Marco's Pizza. Okay, Marco's it's pizza.
It's good.
Pizza does sound good. But we're broke, so no.
I had a chicken.
We sprung for pizza last week. We can't do it again right now. Aura says, I'll keep the stream up and come on back later. Okay, cool, we'll be here. Ninfubun says, I can relate to your wife not reading tutorials. I just don't anymore. I just play the game and hit the button. Like, I'll sit there for like 2 minutes and practice all the controls. And then just dive in.
So, like, my memory is horrible. And when I play games, I don't typically, like, dodge. I don't roll. I use, like, the basic mechanics that it takes to play the game with. And, like, them just telling me all this stuff, and I'm not gonna.
Now, I did not think of that part. Dodging is going to be literally the only way you stay alive.
Then I'm gonna die a lot because I won't.
So, endurance build. Yep, that's how that's how the bullets. Oh. I think it's the left bumper I was buttons. Unless that's what shoots. I thought that was the trigger.
You know what?
I love the dialogue lines in this.
It's stuck on me.
Ninfubun says same, except I roll a lot.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. Sticking to me.
He's stuck on my shoes.
Oh, no. Stay down there.
Now, you'll have to be careful about how much you're attacking versus how much you're dodging and defending. You have a stamina bar. Runs out. It's too bad you're not in Dark Souls, because I don't know if they fixed it. Ooh, break that. There was a thing there. Look, if you look over that coffin to the left. Keep going till you can see. See the shiny? Always get the shiny. Get the thing glowing there, yeah. So smash that out of your way. If you see a shiny...
I could just jump.
Elden Ring is the only Soulsborne so far that has an actual just straight jump button. Ninfubun says dodge equals roll. Yeah. There are a bit of mechanics to get used to play Bloodborne effectively. But I'm also determined to see how much you just headbutt your way.
That's...
Alright, another thing to look for is gate levers. So, unfortunately, we're not looking for a gate this time. Just device levers. So, back the way you were. And then the game's pretty open from there. Playing 2. Once you're actually in the game, it's pretty obvious where you're headed. And there's minimal backtracking. And it's not really backtracking. You can teleport. Go right where you... Yep. This is working. Sure. I caught it on. Oh, hey.
Would you let me look around and stuff? And if I miss it, I miss it.
No. Maybe. I'll try. My ADHD will definitely get right now. This is what most people go through the first time they play. And I'll be honest, a lot of FromSoft games expect its community to kind of chat a little bit to help some move things along. And I'll admit, when I first played this game, I did not know what the hell I was doing here and needed somebody to help me.
Like, for real, there are some games that, like, because for real, if I wandered around in 10 minutes, like, you know what? It's not.
The lever.
What lever?
That thing. That big thing sticking up out of the ground. With the stick on the end of it.
Huh?
Get in front of it. Ta-da. Final Fantasy nerds is fuck this game wholeheartedly. I love this game. This one, up until I started playing Elden Ring, this was my favorite thing.
We find this letter
A little bit. Like, you're not reaching all the way up, you're just kind of like trying to be squirrely about it. Keep your squirrel hands going.
Okay, was there like giant chicken somewhere?
Pretty much. Alright, so perfect. These are your bonfires for the game. And now that you have a few blood echoes, I'm not sure whether or not you return to the dream now. No, that's not correct. You need insight. That is the most annoying message in the whole game.
No, it's not. So far, it's this door is closed.
Doesn't it just say
Because
closed?
that doesn't mean that it's locked.
Final says, LOL, I'm only saying it because I suck at this game and it made me rage quit. Aww.
Might get there.
This game has some frustrations. Whoa! Whoa! What happened? Casual Wayne is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to Red Grim Gaming.
What?
Casual Wayne, thank you so much. We really
Thanks for the
appreciate it.
subs.
Those subs go out to Tipwee, Kimmy Cup, Russ, That Boy Nil, and you. Oddly enough. your viewer thing, the Lionheart Horse. Thank you so much. That's awesome of you. Oh shit. Bomb 'em.
Are you drunk, sir?
They're a little messed up. Casual Wayne says, favorite game, good luck. Well, thank you very much. It's awesome.
Sticking to me.
Can't say it enough. If you weren't in here before, I'm Leon, this is Lily, and this is her first time ever playing Bloodborne, or really trying to solo any of the FromSoft games, at least for now. Please, everyone, enjoy my emotes. We work hard on them. Yeah, there's a lot. Not typically. The only time there's an item is when the shiny is there, glowing. You beat these two dudes up. They certainly have no qualms about beating you up. As you're getting used to the controls, I will say you're gonna want to learn to target things. Kind of the only way to fight anything accurately, and when you get to the boss
Yeah,
fights.
but that's clicking this stupid button that my thumb barely is.
Aww. And Casual, if you are still here, I am curious how you found us, other than maybe looking up Bloodborne on Twitch in general. Like if you're a friend of ours, or you found your way through a Discord, or if somebody recommended us. It's always nice to know where we get our shout-outs. Final says, LOL, I recently got 2 new ones. These 2! Oh, dude! The Tonberry! Awesome! And a Chocobo hype emote. Those are awesome. There's another lever.
Not go up by where there's guys.
Yeah. You go down there with
boy.
him.
No! I don't think I want to do that either.
I will say the whole of FromSoft and its development and setup is all about just training yourself to play the game. It's a bit of an investment, it takes practice at times. Most of which you can do just dying your way at the game. Just throwing yourself at it until you succeed.
Okay, well that took me...
Yeah, you just opened the shortcut to come back through.
Gotta go in.
Yes, you do. Now, real quick, we do need to find one thing before you get into a big fight with a lot of people. Pull your left bumper. Does that shoot? I don't think it does. It's the trigger that shoots. That's a thing you're going to need to know, because now you have more reach.
I was doing...
You're just transforming. You're switching to a long range.
Ah, on fire!
Yeah, you dead.
Did that. Because they lit me on fire!
Casual just looked up Bloodborne on Twitch in general. Well, that's awesome. Appreciate you stopping by. And again, gift subs. They're always great. They're happy to see them. Final says to me, they're from Missy Etsy channel. If you're interested, she has others. Paid like $6. I'll admit, man, we make all our own assets here. Everything we've got from the Boss Monster health bar to my overlays, we did it all. The only two things I did not do are our big screen transition, because it was what I was using as a template to build other transitions, and the sound alert we get when we get raided and stuff, because that was gifted to me through a giveaway, but by the Reluctant Hermit. If you're familiar with his streams, because he's a relatively big streamer than us. He's actually a partner and stuff. Every time you die, every time you rest, Arbata comes back. Usual Dark Souls affair. Look out!
God, they're all just here!
B button! B button! Ah. Now, I will say the way you fight actual groups, like when we practice in martial arts, that does apply here. If you can...
Well, I just walked directly
into them, I saw. Casual Wayne says, this was my first Soulsborne game. It took me 8 hours to get through this area, but I fell in love with it and have beaten it 30 plus times. This is oddly enough, I wanted to do Bloodborne over Dark Souls with Lily, because I've only actually played all the way through Bloodborne once. There's only so much help I can give her. But I admit I've just been all over playing all of the FromSoft games, and Elden Ring has currently just got me wrapped around its finger. Fred says, I'm good. Talking to Final. Leon and I got Kroven out of the house for the first time since he came home. My brother Kroven had surgery on his toe, and he hasn't been allowed to put weight on it. Cool! You got your echoes back. Not that you can do anything with your echoes for a bit of time here.
Shooting people seems to be like 100%.
Okay, so before you go down there, the parrying mechanic is done by catching somebody as they're striking. And it will stun them for a visceral attack, which does a shit ton of damage. That's not important for fighting mobs, but when you get to boss fights is where it will become very important. Is if they're about to hit you and you don't think you'll get away, you shoot off around and hope it gets a stun that you need. You also definitely need to target to actually hit me.
I did target. It's not like...
Can you click down the right stick? Huh.
Like, pretty sure I just shot nothing.
You did shoot nothing. You gotta get up there where you can actually get... You actually have to target them. You'll know when it's done it. There you go. So as, like, once the swing is, like, actually...
You get away from me!
You also do not have infinite ammo. A fair warning. Yeah. Final, we did just... Oh, Fred's already got it. We went grocery shopping. And Kroven was happy to get out of the house. Because he's been stuck in there all week. No. There's Cheryl, being a jerk. Shut up, Cheryl. Mean. Look out. I don't think you're doing bad. I've definitely seen people do worse. Fred says 2 weeks he's been stuck at home. Well, I mean, one of those weeks he was stuck more in the hospital than at home. Although I guess, yeah, it's been about 2 weeks now. Huh. How time moves. And how people don't pay attention. Russ says, I see Lily is making friends. Russ says you're doing awesome. I'm inclined to agree.
Make friends the way I always make friends. Violent.
Violence is Lily's happy. Watch out. No! B button! Alright. And to hell with Fred, whenever, like, if you want me to take over for a minute or two. Everyone's rooting on you, but I am always here for moral and whatever other support you want.
Don't be kicking me, doggo.
Fred says, except when you took him to the doctor. Yeah, I wouldn't call that going out, though.
All the way back here.
You always respawn at the last lantern you used.
That's gonna get real annoying. Really fast.
I mean, like I said, FromSoft is all about the practice. And you were doing fine. You did fine in Dark Souls. Like, I have no reason to expect that you wouldn't do okay here.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna come back here like 10 times. That's for darn sure.
Like I said, whenever you get fed up and want to just kind of have that helpful push. You can also totally just hold down...
No!
You can also totally just hold down B and sprint through all these idiots.
No, they must die now!
But like you, they just come back. Oh, get him, get him, get him! Oh, nuts. You could just I was gonna say, you just bash him through his shield. For he is weak and puny. You know how to heal?
No.
Right. Y button.
Just say what it
Yeah.
actually is on this. And I'm gonna look and...
Okay. Kablam! Dad! Coming in on the stream. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Any of those red lanterns you see is somebody you can talk to through the doors. They're mostly dick.
Lads, you've come on.
See?
He'd open the door on a night of a hunt. Away with you. Now.
Oh,
Did
well,
you see what I just did to these guys out here? Don't you talk to me like that.
a Red Grim says kablam.
No! No! Firelighty guy, go away!
If you ever think you're gonna get whomped, just smash that B button.
I'm just gonna...
You're getting shot now. He's behind the camera.
Ow!
You are not the only one that's allowed to have guns. If you get a gun, everyone can have a gun. Baraka! Kablam says, doing great, just eating dinner at the moment, thought I'd stop by. Well, thank you for choosing us as your dinner entertainment. That's the problem with picking the blunderbuss. Is it doesn't have, like, any range. Get a bullet.
Oh. Oops.
By the way, you have to collect bullets, so you can actually be permanently
No,
out
no,
of
no,
bullets.
no, no, no! Ow!
Got jabbered.
This is Lily's natural born.
Well, you got busy killing and dying. Look at you go. Just burning that candle at both ends.
Burn their can.
That sounds dirty. Don't do that. Murder's one thing, but getting freaky... that lantern is the only nice guy. The window. Okay.
Busy.
Whatever. Talk to him enough times, though, and he gives you a flip. Like, not right off the bat, but as you, like, proceed the game, if you come back and be like, hey, how you doing in there? Like, talk to him every time you beat a boss. Eventually, he just gives you a flamethrower.
No!
Ah, well, you're learning. Gotta learn that B button, though. You They do give you a shield eventually in Bloodborne, but it's actually a joke. It does nothing. You just get ripped right through. I did try to talk her at one point to play Elden Ring tonight. Ah! They did, says Russ. Yeah, Lily too. Y'all are gonna be on a first name basis, but before long, just like be like, oh why? Oh why? Lilith. They beat you with a torch. I will also say that the story behind this whole game is incredibly confusing. Not as confusing as Broken Porcelain. But
Oh, neat! A skull.
Kablam says, yeah, the shield in this game is the definition of TRASH. LMAO. And they give it to you as a trap.
Not letting me inside it.
Yeah, that's Terry's job down there.
Yeah! Let Terry do his job.
This feels eerily familiar to my first playthroughs as Casual Wayne. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be just a lot of controls grasping. Get your target on. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you are permanently out of shots. Nice. Next batch is coming. Most weapons switched form have two different uses. So like the short range is obviously a bit quicker and faster, and the long range is heavier and hits more. But I personally believe that the transformed longer version of each weapon is great for crowd control.
No!
Aww.
But I can't. Damn it, Terry!
Wow. You can do it, though. You're getting there. It's just... So, I can basically describe anyone's desire to play any Soulsborne game in a pretty simple sentence. It is about throwing your head against a wall until the wall loses.
No, I will eventually just rage quit.
If you can't keep throwing your head against the wall... Although I guess that's why I am also here. Kablam says pretty much. Your other good choice for picking the Saw Cleaver is the Saw Cleaver causes serrated damage, meaning you cause enemies to bleed. Hey, bud.
Don't say that.
You keep...
I understand that, but saying that is not gonna help.
But you're not looking down at the controller. I was about to say something that I was going to semi-regret saying.
How did you do that from over there?
He leaped.
He did not leave.
He kind of did like a... There's only one monster I remember in this whole game that has bullshit moves that don't work the way they should. And he's way at the end in the DLC. Yeah, yawn that sadness out. Yawn that anger away. It's actually one of the things that might not be healthy, but drives me to continue to play Bloodborne and games like from FromSoft. Is like, when I do lose, it honestly just drives me to kill them. You will die. I will get you. I will not be bested.
Oh, I get a Molotov cocktail.
Yes, you did. Alright, so if you go into your options, obviously those items are finite, but that whole bottom row is your select weapons that you get, or your select items that you get to choose to just pull out and do.
Okay.
So down those bottom empty boxes, if you click one of those, now you can equip any given item that actually has a use. Casual Wayne says, shark? What you mean? I've definitely said more things than I know.
Cool. I
wow.
have equipped it. I have no idea how to use it.
So you keep pressing the square button when you mean to press the X button. You're looking for the item to use it, because you had nothing equipped. So now when you hit the square button, you will toss a Molotov. That guy's got your blood echoes.
Oh, he's stabbing me in the face.
I think he was actually just kind of butting you with the handle. He was doing like this thing. Maybe he was just trying to cheer. Hi-oh, hi-oh. I don't know. Suck it, Terry! Who's got the fire now?
Not me!
Shark, the enemy with a bad hitbox in the DLC. Well, yeah, but no, I'm talking of the Orphan. The Orphan is not well designed, in my opinion. Its hitboxes do not match its weapon size. It has way too many spammy attacks that can hit the entire battlefield for no reason. The only reason most people win is because the random number generator just kind of clicked and went, oh, okay. We're not going to spam that arena-destroying attack over and over.
Come on, Bob.
And yeah, there's some people whose builds just mesh well with the Orphan and they can kick his ass. But it wasn't mine. And my entire fighting of him was just frustration. Like, oop. Yeah. My favorite boss fights were probably Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. The Temerian Ancient? Temerian Guard? Whatever he was.
No.
In the,
No.
Target him, you won't miss. You don't have to aim that way, you'll swing right where the dot goes. And same goes for throwing Molotovs.
They can't do both those things at the same time.
So run away a minute and then do the one you need. Target. Final says, hey bro, I'm here lurking. I recently got the complete series of Samurai Jack. Yes! You're introducing your nephew to it? Are you going all the way into Season 5? I gotta say, I've got sort of mixed feelings on Season 5, but I honestly enjoyed it overall. But yeah, don't let us ever get in the way of somebody learning Samurai Jack. Cursed beast! Casual Wayne, thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry the sound alert didn't play. Bummer. Things are being a little boogie here since the last update we got for OBS. What?
How would I target and throw something?
You wouldn't. You'd target first and then throw it. No. No, you just have to click it. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. And then you can, like, if you just hit right on the looking stick or left, you can just move the target over to the next guy. Okay, so that's one mystery solved here. Final's gonna go all the way through it. I hope your nephew is old enough for that really soul-crushing moment.
No,
You know what I'm talking about.
No! No!
Target them!
No! Ah!
Sprint, go left.
Ah!
There's like stairs right there.
Ah!
B button, roll through them.
Where? Ah!
There you go. Now go right. This is always a strategy you can always go with. Head that way, just keep going that way.
Ah!
Sprint when you can. Ross says it's so hilarious. Grab the shiny, because you never leave the shiny behind. Oh, roll! B button!
Oh, ah! I'm trapped here!
Just B button until you're through him. Roll through him. All dodge moves give you...
I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Just turn around and kill him real quick. Look out! B button! And a natural born screamer. Jesus, Fred. So the B button, regardless of how or where you roll yourself, gives
the
you
circle button.
right, but it gives you what are in. So this is technical now. Gives you iframes or invincibility frames, meaning it does not matter if you roll into their weapon, eyeballs into the pitchfork they're thrusting at you. As long as you're within the iframes, you will take no damage. So when in doubt, just tap the B button until you're safe. Even if that doesn't always work. Just behind you, snorting Horkin over there. Our dog is sleeping just behind Lily there. And he's just... like making all kinds of nasty sounds that you guys can barely just not hear. Russ says, sounded like a cartoon screaming. I actually stand by that Lily should do some voice acting.
Nope.
Yeah, the only guy you gotta watch out for is the guys with the rifles, because if you're in a straight line, they might get you. Like that! When in doubt, roll it out! There's your echoes, pick them up. Not that button! Hey, you kind of made it somewhere else. Those are, yep. Those are the most annoying enemies in the game. I hate them.
Where am I supposed to go?
You got this. Let's see. You got this, Lily. Got faith. Fred says that was a monkey sound.
Oh.
Not that way. Not
No.
that way. Not yet. You're
No.
not ready.
No. I need
Stairs.
like another save point because if I have to do that again, I swear to God.
Now, earlier on in Bloodborne, this at least in
No!
here in no, you're stuck fighting them. Here come more.
Oh.
Just sprint past them. Roll. Yep, that'll work. Jump rolling works too. Up the stairs. Just sprint.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
don't go that way yet.
No!
Whoa.
No!
This no, not this is a dead end. This. Oh, well, you avoided one burning. Just sprint through them. Hang a left right here. Right there.
Whoa.
Don't go downstairs. There's roll. Just so on that right side of that railing is stairs. You just have to go back for it. Roll your way through. Left, left. Just keep going. Yep, yep. There you go. There you go. Down here. Left. Roll around that guy. That guy. Oh, no! You were right there. So, right behind that guy's a door, and you open that door, and through that door is a gate. And that gate is where your lantern is.
No! No! I'm not
Okay.
doing it again.
Okay, okay. I will get you through this.
At least to that.
Alright, so first of all, let's shorten up. We're gonna see just how functional I can do this now. Let me just play with the controls a bit. Okay.
Fred says no!
We have 2 bullets, and I'm not uninverting the controls. Now.
Even Herbert over here.
Now, when you're targeting somebody, you won't do roll dodges. You'll do these. Sidesteps. Sidesteps are
Blibber
faster.
says, I'm back, boys!
Yeah! I am currently taking a turn because Lily does not want to try this run again.
I
don't
was
blame
so
her.
close!
She was right near where she could open up the first shortcut. Aw, you missed. Gonna cry about it?
And I got D.
Yeah, she got
Again.
Again. I will admit, the saw cleaver is definitely not my best weapon, so. Blood vials. What? The range of the saw cleaver is irritating. I'm also going to press triangle a whole bunch because Elden Ring went and switched the accept button to the other button. Alright, so I'm going to get you the shortcut first. And then we'll see what I can get you to. Through the dogs. Oh, I didn't realize you'd already aggroed. My bad. Pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Oh, he got me in mid-air. That might be bad. Okay, I'm pretty sure we'll be safe if I just make it down these stairs. The dogs might follow, but I don't care. Kill them.
Fedora says, the saw cleaver is the best weapon. Well,
Saw cleaver. Threaded cane all day. I love the threaded cane. No, I don't begrudge anybody to pick their favorite weapon. That's another fun thing about Bloodborne, is your starting weapon is the best version of that weapon. You do not need to... You will never need to switch weapons. You just have to pick which one you like the best. Alright, so if I get through here, where we'll stop following you. Through here. Pardon me, Stabby Sam.
that guy.
Yeah.
Stupid stabby Sam.
Yeah, Lily ran headfirst into him and he stabbed her. And then you open this gate and we're back at the lantern. You can't be hurt while you're opening things. It's stupid, but it's hilarious. Really? That wasn't a parry? Huh. Guess it beast!
Oh.
Now,
You must
I'm
be
gonna say
hungry.
hi to the guy that gives you a flamethrower.
And not one
Mara
of
says you
around
took
the
her
round
the hard way to the
and
shortcut.
Gilbert, a fellow
I
outsider.
did? I don't know any
Fine time.
cheeses, if that's what you mean.
Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to.
I know that, like, you can get
But I'm
football
willing to
spiked
help
by the
if there's
starting
anything
werewolf
that can
through
be
the
done.
gate you couldn't open. And that, like, skips half the game.
This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
I do like how this guy shades in, like, the story a little bit.
Pale blood, you say?
And I tried to just give her, like, loose directions and let her play the game. And she kind of took the long way of her own accord.
The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties.
I'd like to
of
say
blood.
it makes me curdle just a
Across
little
the
bit
valley
when I
to
hear the words
east of
blood
Yarnham lies the town of
ministration.
the healing church, known as the Cathedral
Yeah,
Ward.
that's a little close to
Deep
something
within
else.
Cathedral
Yeah, it's
Ward,
intentional.
Old Grand Cathedral.
Aura says, no, there is no shortcut.
Special blood.
There is a shortcut, no cheese. Oh. Are you referring to the sewers, maybe?
Normally, they wouldn't let you near the place, but
Okay, but we're done with this thing.
this might be your chance.
Actually, that's the only thing that was the last thing he has to say for now. Is that we need to get to the church, which...
We gotta do the save point.
I mean, kinda. You don't actually have to... Like, you'll spawn here and the gates just open permanently. If you die. And now you can go this way instead of having to go the other way. It's hidden behind breakable boxes. Again, I've only one-shotted I've only ever played through this once. And I haven't the foggiest idea of all the shortcuts and stuff just yet. Now, how much do you want me to...
I don't know. Why are we back in the same place again?
They just didn't program another save point. You can still advance through the game, like, and go to new areas. Most of the game doesn't even do that. Most of the game is like a big linear path.
But you're gonna get back to this point if you die. So
There is some returning. Like, you'll find new lanterns once we get to a new point. But this is the only lantern for the starting area. Because you're in a town. Everything will eventually loop around. Bloodora says, buy all the dogs in cages. Ah! I'm not sure if those sentences are related or not. You know, the laughing ladies at the door. Oh, I mean, I know where that is, but I didn't realize that shortcuts this. Because, like, we still hadn't opened this gate yet. I don't picture how that... Like, I know how that shortcuts, like, the boss room stuff. I also know where to get you cooler clothes if you want. I don't know. How much do you want me to take over?
I don't know. I'm a little frustrated that we're in this exact same area after making it through all of that.
Well, no, you don't
But-
have to go through all of that again. You are now on the other side of all of that. I do also know one cheese if you want to just... Oh, wait, we need to get you an insight first. It's fine, Cesar. Alright, we'll find it when we find it. I may know of the one you're speaking of. Because you have to go past all of that to get to where the dogs and cages and the laughing lady are. Like, this is a new area. You're not returning back to all of those crowd buddies. No, you don't. He's coming.
No, it's not.
He's coming. Okay. Womp womp. Thankfully, those guys don't have a big, long aggro range. You can always escape them if you don't feel up to it. Excuse me, bye. Go that way and open another... Oh boy! He was totally gonna sneak up on you and just... I also love that they're just called brick trolls. There's no other trolls in the game that I can think of, but they insisted on identifying them by their trademark brick weaponry. Which is just a brick in their hand. That's a cute emote, man. I love that. And that's the other door you just came through that we opened to go to the shortcut. Now you just head straight through the house. I did not want to spoil that. Yay, bullets! Yeah, you still had the menu up with the shiny you picked up before. When the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to Cathedral Ward, as old Yarnum burned to the ground. I do like to do dramatic readings also, for anyone still here hanging around. So if you like dramatic readings, the quid's in this stream. Yeah, now you're back where, like, that's the alleyway with the brick trolls down those stairs. Yeah. Your thing's back up here. The lantern.
Okay.
Now you don't have to go through the brick trolls to get through that way.
I'm trying to advance, though.
Cool. So that way. I'm trying to let you explore, also. Bloodora says, do you think she can beat the boss? Lily has pulled many a boss beating out of her ass in the past, so...
I don't actually know what I'm doing.
I will say that she doesn't quite get the timing for parrying.
No, I don't parry.
Well, no, like shooting them on at the right time. In this one,
Is that where I was?
No. Lily also takes the Limp Bizkit approach to stuff. You break it.
Oh!
Again, I didn't want to spoil. Target! Won't miss. She can definitely beat the boss. A little bit of getting a hang of it first. Too far. Let's see. Aura says, I don't party either. It's okay. LOL. I've beaten it 8 times without... Oh, parries. I don't parry either. I'm just now trying to parry stuff. Yeah, it's fair. Endurance builds and stuff like that. I mean, I will parry on occasion, but I picked it up pretty easy in Bloodborne. Dark Souls, I only would use parry on invaders. If some dickbag wanted to ruin my fun, then they were totally getting parried because it's the most aggravating way to die in multiplayer.
You're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any...
Oh, Aura, I just realized what you were talking about for the shortcut. I do know what you're talking about. That is a shortcut. Yeah, that just clicked. I know where that is. Lily just likes to beat on things that don't hit her.
Also, then I know I've been here.
You might want to heal before. Why? Triangle. Y angle. Go through that window first, real quick. I'll guide you just. Yep. You're all going to the same place, but if you go through the stairs, you can't come up here. See, Aura says, my next build, I want to try a Blood Tinge build. Dude, I was just thinking that! My next time I want to play through this game, I want to do Blood Tinge and see what happens. I heard there's definitely like a way to you get a gun that actually does do some hefty damage once your blood tinge is high enough. Alright. In order to get those shinies, you have to cut the body down and go down there for it.
I'm like right here.
I know. It's
That's
just
dumb.
the rule. Don't fall off. Go through there first. Anyone new to the channel hanging out in our channel redemptions, there is... No, 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 no! Oh, that's a friend! Don't attack. Just talk to them. Can't believe they forgive you. I can't believe they forgave you.
Hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight,
Gotta get
of
them before they
all
get me.
nights,
Yeah, but let them get mad at you first.
Oh.
to welcome the new hunter.
Don't kill Eileen the Crow. You wouldn't have gotten those.
Prepare yourself for the worst.
And she would have probably kicked
There
the
are
shit
no
out of you.
humans left. They're
And
all
permanently, every time you came here, she
flesh-hungry
would just come hunt
beasts
you.
now.
I think you talked to her one more time. Is like one more
Still
set of
lingering
dialogue.
about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts.
A hunter. Robin says she can try.
No matter.
Hunter must hunt.
Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
There you go. Now you have a cool little animation your character can do. And then if you talk to her one more time, it just ends in that line, a hunter must hunt. Alright. Head on through. Yep. And now, if you're careful, you could just kind of jump down to the next step. But keep in mind there are enemies. Take a little fall damage. Oh boy. Roll! Those are Beastie Boys.
It was.
They are fuzzy.
Princess, now kill her.
No, Fred. She will not win. Croven may want to tempt the shit out of that, but Eileen the Crow is a tough fight. Not that I've ever aggroed her that way, but you can do her storyline in a way that she comes after you, and fuck that. That's going back towards the crowd. Not that you can't go for the crowd. Oh, here we go with Terry again. Gonna open up new Terry folds in you. That's from Rick and Morty. We were watching. Aura says, bad Fred. Yeah. Fred wants to incite a lot of violence sometimes. Dabby Steve! I do love all the villager dialogue, though. It's very... again, it shades more of the game, and... Cursed beast! The way they seem to be terrified of you. You don't seem to be human to them. That's just that. They see you as a monster. Don't shut the door. I don't think you can open it from the... No, you have to be able to open it again. That'd be stupid. Fred says, "Wow, kill the guy in the wheelchair. That was harsh." If, to be fair, he'd shoot her if
Yeah,
she
he
didn't.
shot at me last time.
Yup. He is a big fuck off
Laura
blunderbuss.
says Fred would fit in with all the trolls that watch me.
Yeah, we get them too. It's fine. I enjoy my trolls, really. Yeah, look at you getting it. Dead end. Brett says, "Hey, I'm not a troll. Sometimes you can be a bit of a troll." Heading back to the house again. That way! Away! Away! I don't think all of them can... Like, he definitely can't get out of this cage. That wouldn't make sense.
I'm not putting it past him.
Alright, so. Down to the sewers. Beastie Boy! I love that your entire plan is to just ragely attack something. Oh! Don't go anywhere. Bloodora summons a random doggo. I think you'll be safe just waiting there. That's good. Nothing will come for you and you'll be on screen the whole time. Welcome to our big cam. If you guys didn't, you know, we showed off our set earlier, but, boy, my view is very fuzzy.
Bruce says, yeah, not nice to call Fred a troll.
So I'm just gonna do this and go. There he is. He's such a sleepy boy.
He was very asleep.
Actually, he was awake. He's just been staring at me. Come on, bud.
At this.
Fred says, "I'm prettier than a troll." Yeah. I believe that, Fred.
Hi, buddy.
This is Atlas.
Oh, going back down.
So we have two dogs here. The other one is, you can see his butt just in the corner of the screen there. That's Winston. Boop. And they're both rescues. Winston we had to take... Fred says the glass is in the way. Gonna be a cat and keep pushing it. That didn't help. I'll set it over here for a second. There he is. They're both rescues, and just to give you a little background on, they are the first emotes we ever had on this channel too. Winston was owned by a buddy of mine who I went to school with. He kind of fell on hard times, couldn't take care of the dog anymore, and we took Winston in from there. So now it's just been a mess of trying to get him to unlearn some bad habits.
Yeah, he was like 10, so...
Yeah. And then we have Atlas here, who Lily rescued as my birthday present 2 years ago.
In the shelter.
He remains my favorite gift to this day. He was a stray for quite some time, and his favorite food is whatever I feed him and skunks. Yeah, he likes skunks. Just Cajun squirrels to him, so.
Yeah, he
Sorry, I was trying to put it back.
likes.
Just trying to give you your drink and stuff. But
Fred says they were loving me.
they were. I was switching out Fred's wiper blades when she came in. She brought some groceries into the house for me. And they were going nuts like they had never seen her before. Alright, so we're back on the game screen. Oh no, not skunks, is
Yes.
blood aura. Yeah.
Skunks.
Yeah.
See, the thing is he usually doesn't get sprayed because he like grabs them by the head and then shakes them to death. So just like his mouth stinks.
Usually, yeah.
Winston, on the other hand, is like,
What's
"What
going
do you got
on?
there?"
Yeah, what's going on here? And gets just absolutely hosed. But we're
Well,
skunk emote. Who is skunk emotes? Is it just a Twitch one, or is that actually? That's probably just like a keyboard emote. I never thought about using keyboard emotes.
you also
on...
took my pillow.
Right. Oh, he's awake now, and now he's gonna want to wrestle or something. Fred says maybe from his phone. Yeah, I just realized that. Aura says my huskies love rabbits. Aura, did you join our Discord? Did you happen to join our Discord? If not, I can drop the link again, but you can totally share pictures of their pets in there.
Atlas likes whatever he catch.
Yep, Atlas, because he lived on the street, so, like, you imagine every meal, any meal that he might get might be his last meal, so he will take and eat whatever he can get a hold of. Fred says huskies are pretty, and we want to see them. We want to see them. We want pictures. If you didn't join, I'm dropping the socials link again.
Yeah, you're a good boy.
We have a very specific page in the Discord for pet pics. You can also see Lily's horses.
Yeah.
Lily owns 2 horses.
Fred says,
Yeah. We want to know. In the meantime, we'll get back to the game and you get back to us with what you do.
thank you.
And I fell into a burning ring of sewer. Not on fire down here. I love that this is working for you. Bloodora says, I'll check it out. And now Cheryl's insulting us again, because Cheryl sucks. Russ says, what kind of horses you got, Lily?
I got an old thoroughbred, and I got
Mare.
Yeah.
Hey! Fred gifted another tier 1 sub, so Blood Aura can enjoy our emotes. And Cheryl can use my emotes now! Yay! I fixed it.
And then I got a big boy and a draft horse cross.
Yeah. Shire Hanoverian
Quarter horse.
Quarter Horse. And they're both awesome. Lovely, lovely. Well, okay, Colleen's a bitch.
Still awesome. Just in her hatred of everything. Oh man, I got a 20.
Yes, he does. Oh, I think he noticed you. I think his pathfinding's a little fucked up because he's just walking into the wall. No! I just love that rushing him is working for you. It won't work once you get a crowd on you, but it's awesome. Aura dropping some adorable little emotes.
Russ says, that's awesome, Lily. I love horses.
Yeah. I have ridden them.
Sort of.
I mean, I have successfully ridden Camino. The thoroughbred I didn't trust enough for you to not hold the reins and walk her. Because if she did literally anything, I was just going to abandon you with the horse.
Satan herself.
That's going back the way you came. Now if you hop down there, take a little more fall damage. Watch out for the rats. They're kind of big. Sort of Chicago rats. Oh good, you dropped on the good side. The other side's a trap because it's got an item there, but it's also full of rats. And now, whoop, there they are. Target! Have it! You also won't lose sight of them. You know what? It's working for you. Aura says, I'm gonna eat. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Okay, Aura. Thank you so much for the raid again. You were very lovely. I'm a bum. I didn't do shoutouts. Shit. I'm usually the one playing the game, so usually it's Kroven doing the shouting out. But real quick, before you go, let me give you one at the very least. Because it was very rude of me not to. Blood Aura, there's your shout out. You were also playing Bloodborne. I'm happy to hear that. I think there need to be more Bloodborne streamers.
So I'm guessing I gotta jump down there.
You can jump down there. The important part is at that side, there are two big rats. They gotta go. And the item they are guarding is the only way to advance this game a little bit.
Okay, but how do I get over there?
How do you get over there? No, not that item. There's an item down in there.
That's what I just asked.
Yeah. I just wanted you to be aware of the rats before you jump down there. What they're like nomming on there is the item we need. Oh no!
I was so close! I keep forgetting that I can heal also.
Blood Aura says, I appreciate that it was my second stream. Oh! Baby streamer. It's been a while since we were baby streaming. I'm happy to hear that. Welcome to the community. I hope you find yourself a very loving one like I did. I know some people who have not. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice of you. Appreciate it. Always willing to...
You have to go back so far.
Yeah, there are definitely spots of all Soulsborne games that it's like this. And it's...
Fedora says, I am a baby streamer.
How many follows are you up to? I saw you you came in with a few decent viewers there. What? Are you answering her question? Or their question for them? They are on a delay. There's at least a 4 to 5 second chat delay. 16, I think. Aww. Well, another thing you can think about is while you're in our Discord, I do actually have a non-affiliate Go Live notification, and we do like to help out our young baby streamers. Actually, we help affiliates. Anyone who's willing to post in there and get some attention. There's very limited people I won't let in there. So, like, it's open. You have to actually get yourself banned from using that channel. The only time I've ever had to do that were people who were just kind of using us for that purpose. Alright, I got the item. One madman's knowledge.
Fred says, I just followed you. Fedora says, I made a lot of friends before I started streaming.
Good.
Russ is following also.
We just dove into this because we were having a lot of fun doing it.
Fedora says, thank you, Fred. I'm sorry I called you a troll.
Aww. She is a troll. Don't let her fool you. One of them under the bridge, steal your lunch money and eat your children kind. Don't be fooled!
Brett says, I will troll you.
Okay. The only bummer is, we're on the wrong side of getting something cool. But I think I know my way back around. But now we can actually play the game properly. Normally, how the game is designed, Fred says, hey, Leon, you're still alive. I know. You weren't going to eat your own children. Normally, what you need to gain...
Do they not have legs? Like, what is going on there?
They're mutated, so they're, like, too heavy for their own wings.
They're, like, scrunching around in their bellies.
Wait, do you get two... Oops. Do you actually get two Madman's Knowledge? How did I never know about this second one? I've definitely collected that item before. Oh. Now, if we can sneak up on him... The attack... We can stab him in the butt! Visceral strike. And then he poops out blood vials.
Which, like, are those upgrade items? Like, what?
They're your healing items. They're what you use to heal.
Could have been doing a lot more of that.
Are you a hunter?
Yeah.
Just really look
Yeah,
for
you
my
could've.
mum. I'm all alone.
Probably wouldn't have died that last
Okay,
time.
we'll agree to find this girl's mother,
Mum was a
and we'll do this
virgin
cheer
birth.
because I accidentally
It's
touched the
big and oh,
trackpad.
I mustn't forget. If you
That's
find
a
my
dumb
mum-
thing. Can we, like, get rid of that and maybe, like, put the buttons closer together?
I mean, I don't have a problem, but that's because I have Monster Myth.
Like, I
I can
literally
control-
just barely read it.
Like, I can hit all of the buttons and then control this with, like, the inside of my thumb.
Oh, look at this!
I know, whoop,
Or we won't.
I have it. I got it. Ergrim,
Like-
trust me, I played this 8 times, but I also forgot about that Madman's Knowledge. It's all you need to, like, continue the game is one Madman's Knowledge.
Like, that's...
I don't want to make you feel bad, but I do know, like, 10-year-olds who don't complain about the size of controllers. So...
Well, we actually got different Xbox controllers. Do you remember that? Like, I couldn't play with those other controllers because the buttons were too far
I'm not so
apart.
silly for no more.
You're good with the Xbox One controllers, though. Back when we had the 360. Oh, it's closed by a device. Is it this device? Oh. And now Lily will be upset by the map design.
I already am.
Well, this map design. Most of the game isn't built like this. See, now we're back at the fountain, and then there's the doggy boys up here, and... It's not part of the game's advancement to come back. It's just, once the map is more open, you have more options to get around. Ow. Ah, fuck! Oh,
But, you know,
well...
all of those things that I didn't kill. There you there.
Well, no, I planned to roll through them, but I got shot before the roll could go.
What are you
So I got
doing,
stunned. Because I was trying to get to a very specific place. To get us a very specific set of items, if you don't mind me grabbing those. Now, I will say, the Madman's Knowledge is important. You can't lose it, so we'll just use them. And now we have Insight. What? Oh, Winston?
I'm watching him, like, trying to scratch his ear like an idiot.
But now that we have Insight, we can return to the Hunter's Dream, and this will happen. The Hunter Hat. For hunting. Oh god, the doll is alive!
Kill it.
You could. I don't know. Actually, I don't think you can.
Hello, good hunter.
He's very
I
tall.
am a doll, here in this dream to look after you.
He's
Honorable
very tall.
hunter.
Either that or we are
Pursue
tiny.
the echoos
is.
of blood.
Feet tall.
and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
So, now, as we kill things, we'll collect blood echoes, which we can then spend...
Very well, let me stand close. Now shut your
I
eyes.
thought we've been collecting blood echo.
You lose them when you die. And if you die twice, you lose them permanently.
Okay, that has nothing to do with what I just said.
Right, so we currently have 0. Because we died. Like I just died. I can go back and fight to get our blood echoes back, and now we can use them to spend and increase these stats and get stronger and be able to kick more ass.
So it, like, doesn't really matter
Farewell,
what
good hunter.
you pick in the
May
beginning.
you
'cause
find your
get
worth
back
in the
out.
waking.
Yes. That's why I was saying it. It's
it's
issue.
just kind of what you start with.
Okay, so now we got the Beckoning Bell and Silencing Blanks, meaning we can now summon buddy allies. And then you get this one, Consume Insight and ring the Old Hunter Bell to enlist the cooperation of old hunters. That's actually the just summon NPCs version of the same thing. Then we get to actually enter the workshop. Meet this old fart.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream.
We never took a break.
This
No, we did
will
not.
be your
We were
home.
kind of... You were very into trying to make this work.
I am
Just bully your way through this game.
Gammon, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this.
That is the best
Just
advice.
go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good, you know. It's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Now, eventually we can mess with the workshop to fortify the weapons and make them hit harder. This is your storage chest. Any shit you don't want to carry, you can throw in here. And now I'm going to go get us one cool thing before this stream ends. Central Yarnum. Most of the places are pretty linear. They do have some, like, openable doors to loop back around or to gain secrets, but it's not necessary to beat the game. Like, it even wasn't necessary here. You could finish this area without opening any of those shortcuts. But then you have to be good enough that you're not going to die. At all. Including the boss fight. Yeah, this is the way. And then if you get used to the combat enough, you can play with weapon switching, which is where you engage the transformed mode mid-attack for bonus damage. A lot of bonus damage depending on what you're fighting.
I'm just gonna press all the...
I wouldn't do that, because bullets, and you're running out of them. Oh, these fucking things. I'm gonna be a dick.
Yeah, I ran away.
Yep. I'm gonna run away from them, but I'm also gonna kill them. Aw, you can't figure out how... Oh, that's right, I didn't kill everyone in here. That almost ended badly. Aw, they don't know how doors work. Oh, they do know how their teeth work. No joke, this is an absolute cheese. And I will unleash it now. This is also what you do if you run out of blood vials. However, the game does take note that this is a cheese. And when you kill them, there is a potential that they will fall through the ground and you won't be able to get them. Did he? Got a little scratch up there. Well, an Atlas probably did it. Okay, so you can cheese those two werewolves. Get a few cheap blood echoes that way. But most predominantly, it's how you can refill your blood vials, because they each drop like 3 to 4 apiece.
Ew.
Whoa!
Got some doggos.
I do. I'm looking for the... Oh, that's right. Uninverted. That's the one I needed. Because now we got all our echoes back. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna carefully stay alive, grab a thing, and go back to the Hunter's Dream. Meaning... I'm gonna hook these up to this menu. So if you squeeze this button down, it opens this up. Like it's a button too, as well as a trackpad. I know, I'm not a big fan of it. So if we go this way, we get in the sewers, where we'll actually want to use the ladder, because that's a bit of a drop.
I hope you're wearing gloves.
Nope. What do you mean wearing gloves? The rungs aren't even, like, straight bars. You couldn't do that anyway. Your feet would clunk on the very next rung, and you would fall to your death. That didn't kill you. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I pissed you all off.
Oh, there's
My
a
bad!
lot!
Yep. My bad. This was not where I wanted to drop down. But it's okay, because I'm just going to kind of roll through them. Hi, bud. Excuse me. No! I said excuse me. There we go. I got him.
Linda boy.
What? Ah, we died from fall damage. Of all the rotten luck. I was aiming for that ledge and missed it. Because I was panicked they were going to follow me into the hole. And stab me from behind. Yeah, I was gonna use those blood echoes to get our first few level ups, because there's like 3 grand in that sewer now. But what I also was able to retrieve was this. Hell yeah. The Hunter's trench coat. And all the rest of the Hunter's gear, because we can get out of all this dapperness and solid bandages. Ah, you're looking spiffy. Now, they're also the gestures, right? This is what we got from Eileen the Crow when you talk to her. Just flashy little show-offs. Or you can...
Listen here, game. I'm having a hard enough time just playing the game. I'm not gonna remember to do little gestures and...
I only use gestures when I beat bosses. My favorite gesture was in Dark Souls 3, and it's just you just going... Ow! Like, you just put so much energy into just being happy you survived. Okay. Do I attempt to get our souls back, blood echoes back from the sewer? Because it was a lot. Pardon me, Wolfie boys. Pardon me, Wolfie. No, please. Good doggy. Nice doggy.
Okay, doggy, bye-bye.
Woo! Now, impossible ladder dropping. You can literally see the rungs flipping through my hands.
Trusses. You tell it, Lily. Awesome.
Alright, now hopefully the dude at the end of this way doesn't have our frickin' echoes, because I do not want to fight him. You gonna fight me or what? Like, you're walking at me, but you're not, like, doing it. We'll just do the Lily method.
It works.
It does. Until it doesn't.
I mean, that's how all of this works.
Thick, cold blood. He does have fuck. Oh, I got the fucking parry! Except the rat is getting in the fucking way now, and... Oh, I almost went off the edge. Heal. Thank you. Good, I got the rat out of here. Fucker. This dude hits hard. Harder than I remember.
You gotta run up there and hit him like a billion times.
Or I could shoot him to death. Alright, so we got our echoes, we got a couple blood vials. Now I just gotta get us back to the... Well, get one of these. The Bold Hunter's Mark. To fuck off back to the lantern without losing anything. It's a little cheap, but it's effective. And there's a limited number... Well, there is an unlimited number of those, but there isn't. You can buy some with other limited items. Yeah, you can use that to just flee back here when you have too many echoes, and you don't want to. So, level yourself up. Keep in mind you went with the saw cleaver, and if you don't plan on changing weapons, then that scales evenly with strength or skill.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire?
Channel blood echoes.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength.
So,
Let me stand.
Blah, blah,
close.
blah. Let me do the thing.
you can skip
shut
her
your
dialogue.
eyes.
Now, for you, I would recommend some kind of even distribution between vitality, endurance, and skill or strength. Pick one. You can obviously watch the stats on the right as they go up. So all you gotta do is hit right or left to change the number. Right to apply, left to remove. Endurance is how much stamina you have in a fight. Vitality is how much health you have. And then strength and skill just change the damage values for the respective weapons. So, you'll want more health, because you can take more hits. You'll want more endurance, because you can dish more out in a bum rush, which seems to be how you like to do things.
Don't... Yours is like any of these I have?
Alright, so you have your level up there at top. Next one's how many blood echoes we actually have. The first number being what you actually have, the red number being what you have left after you've spent, if you confirm that. And then required is the next one. So you can get one more level up right now. And the required goes up every time you level up.
Okay. I just want to say something, game. Why is the number 1039?
It just kind of moves. Like when you add one more to anything. Now it's 1238. It increases by a percentage. It doesn't increase by an exact number. In fact, I've never looked to pay attention that if level 13 costs 1238 every time you play the game. Because I'm not sure it does. It may be based on your build, like your initial starting build. Well, there you go, you got some levels
Farewell,
under your
good
belt.
hunter.
You're stronger
May
now.
you find your worth in the
You can take like
waking
one
world.
more hit. Now you can use that tombstone to go back. And we can try to work our way to the first boss. Central.
Wait.
Oh, okay, you were looking at it.
Okay. I am allowed to think about something for like 2 seconds before you're just like, do this. No. Oh.
do the damage.
Oh!
Kind of no. So you could go to you could go to one of two bosses. There's an optional boss who you never have to fight. But just ever. I meant like you don't. I didn't mean optional for now and you come back later. You could literally never fight him. Or we can try to get to the actual area boss to get to the advancement spot.
I mean, why would I fight some?
Because if you kill it, you get a lot of echoes. You can level up really good. Everything you kill gives you different values. Werewolves are obviously worth more than people. People are worth more than dogs. And bosses are worth more than everyone. Like they keep saying, a hunter must hunt. I also like to point out the saw cleaver makes no sense. How in the fuck do those wraps stay on there?
And that weapon is dope.
I like my threaded cane, I said it.
Like, it just... That would not be...
I could see, like, what they designed it after. It's designed after, like, a medical... Like, an old 18th century medical saw. Like, I get what they were going for. And the handle was swayed on both sides, because one side was, like, an actual edge, and one side was a saw. One for bone, one for flesh. And it was so you could grip it either way comfortably. So, it's not like they just, like, all they did was just make it bigger and make it grimy and murdery looking. And then made it fold in on. What did you want to do?
Like I said, why would I fight something that I don't have to fight?
Okay, well, either way, you're still heading into the crowd. We want to go fight the first actual boss. You need to get back to the sewer. Get to the other side of the sewer. Head through there. Go all the way till you run past the werewolves atop the bridge. At least that's the fastest way to the sewer. Die! Oh god, I suck at this. You can go that way too. Like, there's a couple ways to get into the sewer. You just go through the house. All leads to the same place. It all leads to Stabby Steve. You just teasing him? The guy with the dollar on a fishing rod? You gotta be quicker than that.
Yep. Why are you here again?
Everything comes... Just like you, all comes back. Except the bosses, for some reason.
But, like, these have... We've beat these since...
What?
Like, we have not died since we beat these the last time.
just like using the bonfire in Dark Souls, if you use the lantern, like say when we return to the Hunter's Dream to level up, that will also bring everything back.
Oh, that's dumb.
It's not. I disagree. It's very difficult.
Like, we have been here already, so stuff should just not be here anymore if we've already killed it.
Ah, that's the easy way. Russ says, "You tell it, Lily. Awesome. He couldn't resist you." Stabby Steve.
Especially when we have to keep coming back to the same areas again and again.
Well, you'll have to do that as long as you can't advance. Like, the game's not just gonna hand you advancement. You gotta beat it. It's one of the reasons I absolutely adore FromSoft games. Enjoy them with a great passion. Good thinking. Now, I think if you jump down there and head through there, that's actually the way forward. Watch the rats. You want to go left? Well, something just died. Oh, no, right. There's the ladder. Then from this ladder, go right. Don't get killed. Or go in there. No, wait, that's... Never mind. That's the way you get... That's going back the way. Oh, God! Roll! You're getting shot at. Nice. Oh, the willies. Getting the willies. There's another ladder on this far end that gets you back up to the big bridge. Where you can cut the sewers out of your retreat by opening another shortcut. Okay, nicely done. Good job, Lily, says Fred. Look up. I want to say it's that bridge we're going for. It can't be. Never mind. Oh, okay. I know where we're going. I just remembered there's one more turn to the sewers. Yeah, those things are gross. I had mentioned in a recent stream about these birds, because they came up, is that if Edgar Allan Poe had known this is what you'd become, he'd have never wrote about it. Now, unfortunately, I had sort of forgotten where we're going, but that's where we picked up that armor and that Speary dude is. We're on the far side here. We need to go down and head through that way, where you're looking right now. Lily's bobbing for shinies. Aww. Okay. Not all the shinies are worth getting anyway. But now we need to go down here and head through that side of the tunnel. I wouldn't bother. Unless you give them the time of day, they're not really a threat. There's a ladder right there on the right side as you're coming up to this big doorway. That's where you need to head up.
Where?
It's all the way at the end of the hall there.
Oh.
Like, it's next to that arch on the right. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
We
fine.
heard you.
Get a new thing. Now look left. Yeah, that's where you're going. I'd do that first.
Looking around a
No,
second.
Sorry, it's not the boss fight. That's the shortcut.
My previous statement still stands.
If you don't activate the shortcut and you accidentally die somehow, you will have to go all throughout this again. But if you activate the shortcut, you can then use the shortcut from now on, and you don't have to go through all that. Nelly! Welcome to the stream. He says, Red wife, Mama Leon! Nell, how you been, man? Now, does this look semi-familiar?
I remember this thing and I couldn't get through there, but...
Yep, it's where those brick trolls are. But now you just cut a whole bunch of, like, the map out of your way to get where you're going.
Okay, but it took me back to where I was to begin with.
It's the so you get back on the elevator and go back to where you were advancing. But if you didn't activate the elevator, it wouldn't open. You have to activate every shortcut. Nell says, I'm doing great, how are y'all? Well, I'm doing pretty good. Lily's playing Bloodborne and doing okay at it. Helps a bit. Very true.
You know what? I don't...
Well, the good. Nope. Stay. Nicely done. You could keep running. Oh no.
I was pressing roll, by the way.
Were you?
Yes.
You can get stunned, and if you're stunned, you don't roll. It's one of the things that I think Bloodborne did not do very crisply, is there are a few enemies that they just did not round out the stun length. So you can get hit, and you're stunned, and the second you come out of the stun, they've already hit you. But the good news is now you don't have to go through all of that shit. You just have to run past those trolls and jump on the elevator. Hell, man, what you been up to? I hope you've come to watch a lot of rage and, I guess, hilarity? You also could cut through the house so you don't have to deal with the trolls if they try to chase you. But if you just sprint, they don't really try to chase you. Yep. Fred says, I'm great, getting ready to go to bed soon. Yep. We just want to get to that boss once, at least.
Again.
Yeah. I do think that's kind of awesome that you get covered in blood as you fight things. Nice. Pardon me. I love how they just bombed their own friends. Left. Because there's an ambush on the right. Here we go, guys! There. Awesome.
Tiptoe slowly
Beasts
up.
all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Yeah, no, he already knows you're here. Lily? Gascoigne! I'm gonna get out of your own camera there. That was a really bad place to leave you.
It really was.
So I would target him because he has a lot of health and you do not want to lose track of him.
Too proud to show your true face, eh? But a sporting hunt it was.
That's Gascoigne. He's the first boss. And I want to cosplay the shit out of this guy. And Russ is trying to ruin it a bit. Russ says it's hilarious that they bombed their friends. It is.
Looks like the Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, I'm not giving him that comparison. I'm gonna pretend Jeepers Creepers isn't a thing anymore. Yeah. So basically, you'd have to do that same bum rush and fight that guy, throwing your head against that wall until the wall loses.
Maybe it won't, like, pan away from his back to my back.
Well, when you go to do the boss fight next time, there's like a fog that you'll walk through and the fight just starts. There's no cutscene. Once the cutscene's gone, it's gone. So the fight will just begin and you will still be playing when you enter next time. I will say that Gascoigne has been given quite the reputation for being a hell of an entry boss. Both in design and in just being very frustrating. Hey! Alright, so what do you want to do? You want to try him one more time? Take a fair shake at him? I will not be taking a stab at him. At least next time.
Fred, dropping some bits!
Lily just rage slashing over here. No-handed! Lily is a true gamer. Russ says, you did awesome, Lily. I like, no joke, even with me giving you a little bit of helping hand here and there running for things. It's because you're hitting the trigger with your knee. Even with the little bit of help that I've given you, this is a spectacular starting run. These games are hard. They have that's their entire reputation. They're difficult. End of story. It's why I love them, personally. I love the fact that they are a challenge, and they are not going to handhold anything. So, if you did not survive to make it through the level and fight the boss, too bad. Go back, do it again. Bloodborne was kind enough to be like, well, you can open up some doors and shorten your trip. And that's really all they'll do for you throughout the game, is you can cut the walk out in places.
It's super annoying to have to go back so far away. Like, I hate that. You should start right there, especially at a boss fight.
I mean, you didn't play many games in the 90s, I'd say then.
I didn't.
Or you don't remember how Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot worked. Because Crash Bandicoot was a live system, and when you lost all your lives, you started the whole game over.
No, you didn't.
Unless you use a password.
No, you didn't. No, I played Crash Bandicoot like every single one of those games that ever came out.
The third one is the only one that had save states. The rest of them used passwords.
You did not start the entire game over. You started the level.
Russ says Crash Bandicoot is another challenge. Love it. If you lost all of your... you could start from any checkpoint until you ran out of lives.
No, you didn't start the entire game over. You started that level over.
You may be right. It was still much more challenging, and you did have to repeat a lot because that game was definitely out to kill you. I do say I personally stand by that modern gaming, a lot of like the 2000s games didn't do anyone any service because a lot of them tried to make the game so easy you barely had to play it. Call of Duty was particular. Like, a lot of people love Modern Warfare, but did you know you don't have to play Modern Warfare? You can just boot up Modern Warfare and then stay behind all your buddies, and they will literally kill everything. And you can just walk your way to the end of the game. I think you actually have to pull the trigger a couple times.
I feel like people that adamantly play video games get all, like, high and mighty about them. If you don't like that game, then don't play it.
Absolutely, I definitely
agree. Maybe
agree.
Somebody wants that easy playing experience to just get on, have some fun, walk through a game, and that's fine.
Well, I'm not talking about the game having an easy enough mode. I meant the game literally didn't need to be played.
And Krobin says she's right. Ha! Crash Band.
I figured. Russ says, I agree with Lily. No, I'm fine with a game being easy. I've loved easy games. Limbo was one of my favorite games of all time, and there's almost nothing to that game. It was just very atmospheric and cool. But Modern Warfare isn't supposed to play the game for you. You're supposed to shoot all the bad guys yourself. But they built the game in a way that you wouldn't notice if the game was helping you, so if you just kind of don't play the game, it'll play itself. You could just stand there while all the NPCs shoot and kill all the bad guys. As long as you keep walking to checkpoints, the game will just continue.
Okay, but that's based on, how you play the game.
Sure. What I mean is...
difficulty you're playing the game on, I'm sure, as well.
What I'm getting at is that there was a time where games just had some challenge to them. And there was this brief window of gaming where there was no challenge. They just didn't think challenge was good. And then Dark Souls rolled through the door, bat rolling with all of its armor, bells and whistles, and said, I'm here, try and beat me.
See,
and it was amazing.
There's a few things in games that will make me truly quit playing them. I mean, aside from but if a map is hard to follow, I have no idea where I'm going at any time, I will just stop playing that.
Sure.
And I don't care if a game is difficult, but that will make me quit playing.
I'll bring us to Big Cam because we're closing out. Like that. I just said it.
And that's one of my biggest things and why I don't really play open world games. I don't want to figure out where I'm going. Tell me where I'm going and I will go there and do the thing.
That's fair. I give there are games that do that okay enough where they can tell you where you're going in decent enough time.
Well, what is it? Is it Halo that you have the little dot or whatever that you follow?
The new Halo? Because the new Halo is the only open world.
No, I'm not saying open world in general, but just playing a game and not knowing where you're going.
Pretty much most first-person shooters will go if you're not walking the right way, we'll eventually just put a little thing on screen to follow, and you
or
can run
a
after
little
the
arrow. But that will make me quit a game so fast.
Not being able to navigate, I get that. I definitely understand that. The only things that have ever made me quit a game is just if a game breaks immersion really bad, if the gameplay doesn't match the buttons you're hitting or.
Well, that's just the game sucking. That's
not... it's usually a design flaw thing that usually gets me to quit a game.
That's the game legitimately being flawed.
I don't know why. If it wasn't really fucking hilarious, we would not have continued to struggle through Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
That game, I can't even with that.
It was hilarious, and it's the only reason I kept going. Although, and then, weirdly enough, I found myself absorbed.
I wanted to enjoy that game. I really liked the premise. It was cool. It was kind of creepy. And then it just didn't really deliver.
It was lacking some Nicolas Cage's smashing them, but...
It was kind of monotonous, and you didn't actually get to do anything really cool.
Yeah, oh, well, here's Gator Golf. Do you get to play mini golf? No.
Right,
Do you-
yeah. And
Do you
like,
get to go on Roxy Raceway with the go-kart and drive it around? No.
and like they started off pretty strong with creepy moon sun man,
Yeah.
and then just didn't do anything after
Bad.
that except like bah.
Bad children must be punished.
Yeah, he was
Russ
good.
says I try all games. If I don't like them, I don't play it anymore.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't trying to get on like a soapbox, but there was a point in time where video games got boring.
And
This
like
little brief window. And then when these games showed up and said, here's difficulty, you wanted it, here it is, and it's everything I asked for and more.
and I'm kind of picky, I'll say, in like truly liking and enjoying and I'm like I'll play games and they're okay and it's fun or whatever, but I typically like don't watch cutscenes, don't like any of that. I just want to get to the actual but there's been a few games, Devil May Cry being some of them.
Lily thinks they're pretty.
Except was it maybe that like it didn't have a save feature, it only auto saved?
That was the original cut of Devil May Cry 4, where you could only save at the end of each level.
And the level was so long that I never got through it. Because I'm not somebody typically that can sit down and play a game for like 4 hours or whatever. I've got like an hour or something where I can sit there and play. And I could never get past that level.
Yay, streaming. Now you can play more games.
And I just gave up. Like, I
Yeah,
loved those
it
games,
was-
and I just quit playing.
It was the gardens level, I remember, because I remember coming over.
With the jesters.
Mhm.
I kept going back to that part.
They're like axe feet.
Yeah, and, like, I just quit. I couldn't make it past that part.
To be more clear, Lily would play to a certain point, and you could you could find a little spot and save the game, but when you reloaded the game, you had to start the level from the beginning.
Yeah.
The save only kept you in the beginning of the game. Devil May Cry, although, is another game that was praised for its difficulty.
And I loved those games, but that...
The good news is the special edition of 4. The special edition of 4, like its re-release, does not include that problem. It is also potentially possible that they were lying when they said it was a feature of the game. You have to beat the level or no. It may have just been a bug and they fucked up and just didn't want to admit it.
And, like,
Because it didn't make sense to have mid-level save points. Sorry, I have the hiccup.
Like, a lot of older games worked that way. Had, like, certain save points, and if you didn't make it to the save point, then you were just screwed, which is fine, but it can't be that far apart. Like, it has to be a reasonable, like...
I mean, everybody's got their own definition of... I personally think Bloodborne is perfectly reasonable, because it is promising you a difficult experience. It is... You know... It's insisting that this will be hard.
And I also hate, like, things over or going back over and over again.
Really weird.
So, like, no, I don't want to have to, like, run through all of that stuff just to get back to, like, the fight I'm trying to do again.
Yeah, well, again, I think that's part of difficulty. That is an adding
I don't know.
to it being
I
hard.
think it's more of, like, an annoyance. Like, you've made it through all of those difficult things to get, like, to that point. And not the entire thing, but, like, a boss fight. It should put you outside the for you to do it again.
I'll say
like,
Dark Souls 3, or sorry, yeah, Dark Souls 3 onward kind of took heed to your advice, because back when Dark Souls 1 gained its popularity, it did it very slowly. It did not come out to great reviews or even a lot of fans in general.
Well, because it was changing a lot of fun at the time.
Yeah,
People were used
it
to
was
playing.
shaking up how video games were played. So the only people who really got into Dark Souls were the people who, again, really wanted to hit their head against a wall until they beat the wall, which included guys like me, and a few of our friends attempted it. And one of the things that Dark Souls did that I also really enjoy is this communal system of knowledge. And it's one of the things that makes it fun to Twitch play these games, because people come in and go, "Did you know about this shortcut?" Like, that's
Well,
how
it's
the
like-
game, like, took off, is like...
Well, and I feel like, and without like really having played the games, but I feel like, of course, games get a following, but I feel like it has like a community behind it.
Uh-huh. Bloodborne was the next game to come out. So this is literally just their second game. It came out to more fanfare. It had more money behind it, because Dark Souls did technically sell as a success. But when it first came out, everybody hated it. People were pissed as fuck that I can't play this. And I loved Miyazaki's response, is just like, well, that's why I actually brought up the Call of Duty thing and stuff like that. It's just like, well, I'm sorry modern gaming's failed you. Like, it's a playable game. He's like, his whole interview was like, I beat it myself. Everyone on my team's beating the game. If you can't beat the game, you gotta ask yourself why, not ask me why I didn't make it easier for you. And that spurred a lot of people to actually give it more of a shot. And Bloodborne came out to more fanfare. More people actually bought it and got into it because they liked the horror aspect, the very steampunk look of the characters and the costumes. It was a much more commercial success, and people took to it more, and it's also why most people's favorite From Software game is Bloodborne, and then they don't like Dark Souls 1 because they don't want to go back to the slower combat system. 2 was not well received. Not to get through like the whole history, but 3 is where it finally became a mainstream game. Everybody wanted Dark Souls 3 on launch. Only, Bloodborne was still bought when only the niche market it found. We're the ones who bought the game and wanted it. You get to Dark Souls 2 and kinda, it's sort of picking up traction, but then Dark Souls 2 wasn't as good. 3 is where everybody, like, mainstream dove into the game. So that's when Miyazaki finally went, okay, you know what, fine. You can have your save station right in front of the fucking boss and your little whiny whatever. Because now he had to serve a huger, like a much larger, broader audience. And also Miyazaki did not want to do 3 because he doesn't like sequels.
You're not supposed to cry over spilled tea, but...
People have been...
That's so sad.
Thanks, Fred. People have been begging him to do a Bloodborne 2 for the longest time. Because even after all the games that came out, Bloodborne still winds up a lot of people's favorite game because it's just so fast and visceral. It also has the coolest lore and a lot of the... Like, you hate revisiting levels, but I'll ask you, if they do manage to alter the location when you come back, does that make it better?
Somewhat. It's
Like
still annoying.
Like, it'll still be the same layout, but things will have changed. Because this game actually has, like, a time advancement mechanic as you proceed in the game. Like, it will become night, and it will become the full moon. It will become, like, everything will advance, and each area you can revisit will be vastly different. So that's a thing he wanted to include. But, he doesn't like sequeling, which also smacks me as weird. Like, there's so many places Bloodborne could go after any of its endings. And there's so much more Bloodborning people would want to do. So, I definitely see your frustrations with it. The trouble is finding casual enough games that are also, well, pretty fun games to play. There's plenty of fun casual stuff. Overcooked, Minecraft, but they're not as, they're not as narratively interesting for me. They don't always catch my attention. Hollow Knight was probably one of the first of like the games that I was like, meh, kind of looks dumb. That I just picked up one day, fell absolutely in love with, although I fell in love with it for the same reasons I fell in love with these games.
Like, and
rock hard and it hates you.
I know that Hollow Knight has a pretty big following as well. I didn't like it.
I mean, you liked the design and everything.
Yeah, I like the actual design of the game. Like, the characters were cool, the atmosphere of the game was cool, but like, you're just wandering around aimlessly like the entire time.
I mean, I never found myself in an aimlessness.
So, like, is this the direction that you're supposed to be going? I don't know. Go there and find out if there's some stuff you need there. No.
That's oh no, that's how the game starts. Once you've beaten a couple bosses, you start like meeting people who tell you where you need to go and why. Well, you go there and find out why. I'll put it that way.
There's my part of my
So I guess what I'm kind of getting down to is, are these games you'd be willing to continue even if you're not playing them? Or...
Like, Bloodborne is, but I thought Hollow Knight was boring.
So you'd want to continue Bloodborne?
Yeah, like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, like I'm willing to continue, but...
Cool. And you don't have to like Hollow Knight.
And I know a lot of people really like it, and I just did not.
Including me. It was... When I was playing through it, it became my favorite game and actually overtook, like, my top games of all time. It was #1. I could not put it down. And then I got Subnautica, and Subnautica's way the fuck easier than all of these games, but it's just so goddamn immersive. It's not necessarily a game that, like, you probably wouldn't like it, because it does require you to just explore the map, but thankfully the map's not really big. It has, like, that Minecraft feel, though. Like, you build your own house, so of course you're gonna come back. It's your home, but you will find yourself, like, you're gonna have to actually find why you're there, what the purpose of the game is, and proceed on your own. Granted, I think that adds to its atmosphere, because the whole point is you're fucking alone. No one's supposed to be there to tell you what to do next. So, you know... I do fear that you wouldn't like it, although it is another game on the list of, like, eventually, when we've had way more fun and you're up for getting frustrated again, to throw it on the list and have you try Subnautica. Fred loved Subnautica. A lot of, I cannot tell you how many of our followers joined us just because I was playing that game. It's emotional, it's a super roller coaster. Anyway, that's all the rambling I have for today. I mean, that's all the rambling I'm going to do on stream for today. I'll cut it off.
Then I just won't.
You say that, but I see the way your teeth are slowly cracking. If we can't joke about ourselves. Let's reload this so I can see who's doing what here. As far as who we owe the next raid. Think so? Right. So, we are gonna go raid WNC Survival. He's a good friend of the stream. He pops in here a lot, hangs out with us, loves to blare sound alerts as his entrance.
Russ says I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Russ. Fred says, I love watching Lily play. I do too! That's why I want to see you play more games.
I don't get it. I die a lot. I get really frustrated, and I never know where I'm going. I don't know why people want to watch me do that.
Sweetie, the #1 streamer in the world is just a pretty face who sucks at all the video games. That's not true. Nobody go tell whoever you're thinking about that I said that. I did have a specific streamer in mind. I don't think they're actually the #1 streamer in the world. Although I have seen her, and I've definitely watched her literally fail.
Fred says that's why.
Literally, I have watched that person fail to, like, play Tetris.
Russ says you did good, Lily.
You
Thanks, Russ.
did do good. If you don't believe us, you're inclined to find out. Find other people playing Bloodborne on Twitch and just pop into a few of them. You will see 9 out of 10 of them dying to the first few idiots and never even getting that first ladder down. With somebody telling them what to do.
I just run and swing wildly.
But we're going to raid WNC Survival. They are playing Dying Light. I will pre-warn you guys now. They're a very fresh streamer. They don't have all the gear together. Last time I was hanging out on their stream, they didn't even have a microphone. But they're just trying to do this for fun, and they're a good person. So give them a look, give them a like, give them a follow. Join me on the raid and drop a bunch of emotes just to make them feel loved and welcome. Because I... And Lily is by proxy, because you don't control the mouse. I'm done for the day. We're done. We're leaving.
I've been done.
We're going bye-bye. I'm looking forward to you playing more. Just for the record. Even if you want to turn over the game to me and just hang out, because I really think you're going to love, like, so much of this. Despite it not being incredibly story-ish driven.
Yeah, I don't know. The last game that we've played, that we did not play for stream, but that we played in general, that I really, really liked a lot and really got into was Borderlands.
And god damn it, if Borderlands 3 was good, we'd go back and do it.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you guys really have an interest in it, we'll go back and play the first 2 again.
Yeah, I love those games.
I would love to be Krieg for one more run.
3 just really miffed it up with like all the systems and like your menus and stuff.
The menus were bad. They were lacking like all the voice actors. They didn't really...
Anyway, we can continue to rant on things, but...
We will, when we're gone. Russ says it's all good. Bye, everyone, and good night, everyone. I enjoyed hanging out with everyone and watching Lily play Bloodborne. Hooray! Thank you, Russ. You're my favorite. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna make everybody jealous right now. You're always so positive. How could I not?
Thank you for being easily amused.
Yes, thank you for being what many would consider a cheap date.
Russ is bye, Winston and Atlas.
They're saying goodbye to you, buddy. Speak. Speak. Say goodbye. Speak.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Good
Winston
boy.
says goodbye. Alright, so adios, everyone. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao, tschüss. Yalla beautibia. Zaichen. Au revoir. And get the fuck out of my house.